Hello, welcome to my tube, my tiny little tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Heoka empath. I just like having little talks on the way I feel about things. It's snowing in Taos, New Mexico. It's a very pretty day. I was taking the back roads, but it's starting to get slick, so I thought I would get back to the main road. I'm super excited. I just freaking got a buffet crock pot, 3 crock pots in one. I'm gonna be making 4 different kinds of butter at once. Whoopee! I'm so excited. I wasn't gonna come back out because it was gonna snow. Because where I live, the roads can get real dicey real fast, especially if the temperature drops. So safety first. Ain't nobody gonna hang out with mom if I don't make it home. But I got real good tires. I got all-terrain tires, and I've driven in the snow a lot. It doesn't bother me or nothing. Um, I had kind of a neat synchronistic thing happen today. When I left to came into town earlier, I had the neighbors were out. And it was raining real good. And it's kind of funny. My neighbor has the same name as my neighbor that lived across the street when I lived in Omaha. It's a trip. They're totally different people, but they got the same name. It's just life is just, you can't make this stuff up. How amazing life is with the synchronicities and stuff. Universe letting you know you're in the right place at the right time and stuff. So she was out. She had all three of her young kids out there with her. They got a chicken coop with chickens, and they just got 6 more baby chickens. I'm excited to watch. You know, I love animals, all kinds of animals. So she said something got in there and tried to get the chickens, but the chickens were still locked up because that's why they lock them up at night in the coop, because there's coyotes, there's all kinds of stuff that want to eat your chickens. So she had her kids out there with her, and she was putting up like a temporary fix. And when the weather gets nicer, we'll have them. We'll all, as a community, everybody that lives there will go out and work together and make something more permanent. So she got and it was so cool because she was teaching her kids, her young kids, and I was like, knowing that there's parents like you in the world that have your kids out when it's raining pretty good, and it's like everybody benefits from having these chickens, so everybody gets to help keep them and things like that. It was really pretty cool. So I went on into town and went and checked the mail, and there wasn't anything there yet. And I was coming back and stopped off at the Tractor Supply place. And lo and behold, who do I run into but my neighbor? And then it's so, and I was asking her if I could get some like those worm meals and stuff like that, like chicken candy for the chickens for treats and stuff. And she's like, oh, yeah. And then she invited me to go out and get eggs anytime I want for me and mom, because they're starting to lay the eggs. Because I asked the other day if I could also put like our compost stuff in there, like leftover like when mom does it, like mom's apple cores and broccoli stems and stuff like that. So she said I could go ahead and do that. So, and then invited, and then yeah, I I'm really liking it here. I think I'm starting to unwind. I think I'm starting to come out of my accelerated state. I'm beginning to heal. This place has very healing. Has a lot of healing frequencies. A lot of, it's real pretty here. I think the snow looks worse than it is. I don't know. It is blowing. You can't see. Oh, cows are on the move. You can't see Wheeler Peak or anything like that. I'm still able to go 45, no problem. What else? Oh, so then after I left the Tractor Supply place, I went and did one more stop, and then I went over to a grocery store that I stop in from time to time to, but I don't ordinarily shop a lot at. And I went in there and I was like, how come I have not been shopping at this grocery store the whole time? I pull up into the parking lot, and who do I see again? But my neighbor. I'm just like, we definitely must be the same frequency. This time I saw her and I was like, we should have just carpooled. Because we're all going to the same places. So now I'm going to go home and cuddle in, me and mom. I got her some chicken enchiladas. She ate so much for lunch today. And I got this banana coconut milk drink for her, and she just lit up too. She lit up too. So I'm gonna go home. We're gonna get cozy. We're gonna I'm gonna feed the dogs here their supper in a little bit, and we're gonna watch some Good Doctor. And then there's a new show yet with this girl. She played on an episode of Longmire. I don't know her name. I don't remember, but she plays a woman that writes obituaries, and the people that die come and meet her to teach her lessons, life lessons, and stuff like that. This is what they call the blinking light. North, it's 522 north. Where's my camera? But this way, crossway, that's Highway 64. To the left, out that way, to the left, it's the gorge. And then that to the right, it's to like the Taos ski park, one way to go up there. Arroyo Succo is what I call it. Because I don't know, I got all bent out of shape. I went out there to get a cup of coffee one time, and they had an outdoor, like a trailer that they converted into a coffee shop. And they wouldn't take my order unless I had a mask on. So I was like, okay, I'll never buy your stupid fucking coffee in my life. You're dumb. The control freaks. So mom's original last name was Cisneros, and there's a Cisneros Carlos. I wonder if mom's related. So here we go. This is the Great Plain. This is the road that I take to go home, and it's like traveling back into the past. Over there, you can't even see it. There's the vet hospital that the dogs go to. You can't even see it over there. I give them a lot of money. And they get cookies too. So I'm gonna drop service here in a few minutes. I just wanted to show people. It's just such a pretty. It's white, like I don't know. Off to the side, it's kind of white out conditions for people that are nervous driving in the snow. It's not that bad. Road's clear. But once I get out onto the plain, that's what I worry about. Is because if the wind picks up, it's gonna, it drops the temperature, and then freaking we got ice to deal with. So I'll probably go ahead and end the live stream here. Whoop. I just got my new phone holder too, so I'm trying to figure that. I gotta wash this van. This thing is so filthy. I want to be able to take people around and stuff in it, but it's so freaking darn dirty. Here's my medicine bag. It's got sage. Some lady has a hand rolled cigarette in there with tobacco from Peru. Some lady gave me, so that was kind of cool. So all right, I think I'm gonna end this stream before the stream ends me, just to give you a little bit of idea. You Usually people can see all the way out there for days, not 2 day. Now over there's Wheeler Peak. I think it's 14,000 feet or 13,000 feet, but you can't see it because it's snowing. So, all right, stay safe, folks. I'm going to sign off from North New Mexico. Peace out. God bless.